the dollars on Card Shark. And here's the host of Card Shark, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much. And welcome to Card Shark. Hope you had a nice weekend. Thank you for coming back and spending some time with us. And our thanks for the opening poem. Chris Kaiser of Muncie, Indiana, watching us on WTHR Channel 6. And, well, this is it. This is the week on Card Sharks. We're having our home viewer sweepstakes. Now, a little later in the show, I'll read one question from a survey. All you have to do is send us your best guess to the right answer, and the winners will receive prizes, an all-expense-paid trip to Hollywood, and the right to come on the show and play the money cards where you could win over $28,000. So make sure you get the papers and the pencils ready, okay? And write down the details. That'll be coming up a little later in the show. We want you to play along. Right now, let's get to the cards. Janice and Lois, if you will, load in the cards. We're in the middle of a tiebreaker with these card sharks. Grady Hedges, our champion. Hi, Grady. Good to see you again.
Okay. Good to be here.
Won't you again remind us about yourself?
Okay, I'm Grady Hedges. I'm living now in Boston, Massachusetts, where I'm a graduate student at Harvard University in public policy. But I'm a Southerner to my heart, born and raised in Virginia. And I love to disco DJ in my off times and ride around on my moped with my gorgeous wife.
Busy man. Is Harvard as hard as they say it is?
No, it's harder.
Harder. You've done very well here. One trip to the money cards. Grady has won $4,300 in cash here on Card Shark. Good player. Irish Carney, our challenger. Hi, Irish.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
Thank you very much.
And won't you again remind us about yourself, ma'am?
Yes, I was born in Ireland, Dublin, Ireland, and I've been here for quite a number of years. I do cost accounting and my favorite of all, China painting. I used to play golf and tennis until something caught up on me. Weight.
Weight did it.
This way.
You can't play golf with weight?
Well, not as much. I'm slowed down a little. But tennis, yeah, that's out for you.
Nice to have you back. You both cut the cards at the beginning of the match, and we are in the middle of a very exciting match. Grady with one game and $100. Irish with one game and $100. We're in the tiebreaker. Grady has uncovered an 8 as his base card. He needs 2 cards. Iris has uncovered a 5. She needs 2 cards. We're at question 2 in the tiebreaker. Someone very quickly gets a crack at those money cards. As we left off, the question goes to you, Grady. Grady, we asked 100 newlywed women, before you finally found your prince, did you have to kiss an awful lot of frogs? How many newlywed women did have to kiss a lot of losers before they found their man?
Since I just got married last year, and I know some of my wife's old boyfriends, some of them were really toads.
Isn't that nice to feel that way?
Of course, she made it great with me. So I'm going to say 75 people.
75 out of 100 women is yeah, they went through a lot of toads.
No way. Oh, no. Because after all, I think too much kissing, it wears you out. And I mean, I'm talking from no lady like me.
You're giving up golf, tennis, and kissing, Irish?
Okay, so I'm going to say it's going to be lower.
A little lower than that.
Yes.
If it is lower, you'll play your cards. If not, Grady plays his, and the actual number of newlywed women who had to kiss a lot of losers before they found their man is 67, just a little lower. Irish, a little lower. And Irish, we left off with a 5 as your base
I'm
card.
going to change it, please.
Winning the question, you have the right to change it. A 6.
Oh. Well, I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 6? It is a 5.
Oh.
It's not higher. And Grady gets a free chance to play off the 8 and call this higher. Higher than the 8? He's right for the 10. Raising it.
Yes.
And Grady needs 1 card. We'll fill in the spaces for Irish. This is sudden death. It's going right down to sudden death in the tiebreaker. Irish, we asked 100 doctors. Is it really possible for a faith healer to cure a sick person? How many doctors said a faith healer really can cure a sick person?
Well, doctors don't like anybody to go into their territory. But there's a lot of it in this world today with faith, love. And I will say doctors, in their own minds, in the heart, they will agree that they're
How many?
And I will say about 55.
55 out of 100 doctors say yes, a faith healer can cure the sick.
I think any doctor worth his weight knows that a lot of the healing is the person's own mind. So if they believe it, they're going to get healed. This number is higher.
Higher than that. And this decides control in the tiebreaker. The actual number of doctors who said a faith healer can cure a sick person is 16. It is not higher. Very much lower. They don't believe it. Irish, It is sudden death. Listen carefully. You have a 6. You need 2 cards. Grady with a 10 needs 1. It comes down to this. Your decision. Play it or pass
I'm
it.
going to pass it to my
All
dear
right,
friend.
Grady, call it right. You're the champion. Call it wrong. Irish the champion.
That's fine by me. It's lower. It's lower.
And this is it for the crack of the money card. It's yours. Grady wins it. And a good close match. Irish, thank you so much for a delightful game. You have $100 in cash and some nice party gifts. Thank you. Irish Carney. Grady, come on down here. And our Harvard graduate student tries to add to his winnings right after this commercial break. Grady has his pick. You cut those money cards.
I sure did.
You did good the last time. Let's do even better.
All right, let's
Come on,
go.
Grady. Let's get up there. Here we go. And Grady cut the money cards, and we start off with $200 of new money and 3 cards on the bottom line. When you move up to the second level, we'll add another $200 of betting money, 3 more cards. Minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, and there you must risk at least half the money. Good luck, Grady. Here's $200. You can change the base card on each of the 3 levels if that'll help you. We'll start you off. Thank you, Lois. $200 and a queen.
Oh, nice card. $200 lower.
Oh, all of it.
Yes.
Big bet. Is he right? Lower than a queen? He is
Yes,
right. Doubling it to
okay,
400.
all right. $100 lower.
$100. Lower than a jack. Yes, right again.
Okay. I'm going to go $100 lower.
Lower. Way against the odds. Is he right? I hope so. 100 lower? No.
Okay. That's a
Intuition
good
is
card.
fine, but the odds are often better. We move up the queen. You still have 400. We're going to give you the other 200. You have 600.
$500 lower.
Big bet on the queen. $500 lower.
Yes. 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 All right. Woo. $100 that is going to be higher.
This time he's going with the odds. 100 higher. It is higher with a right.
Woo. All of it, that is lower.
Now trying to double $1,200 lower. Yes, for 24. We move up the jack. Grady, do you want it?
Those jacks have been awful bad to me. Let's see what another card would do. Let's
All right,
change
you
the jack.
must play this one. Let's see if it's a goodie, because he's got good money for the big bet. The jack becomes a 5.
Just a
Same
jack
card on the other
end.
side. Grady, you've got $2,400. You must bet at least $1,200. You've got a 5. What's your big bet?
I want to go half of it higher.
So you're going to come out of this with a
That's
good bit of
right.
money. Let's come out of it with a lot. $1,200. Higher than a 5. Yes! $3,600. Way to go. Way to go. Oh, good job. And Grady hedges the our graduate student and 2 cracks of the money card. See that money out there?
No, that's lovely.
$8,000. Now we're going to be right back in a moment to give you the details on how you at home can play our Card Sharks home viewer sweepstakes. So get the pens and pencils ready. We'll be right back with that right after this.
Riddle nails.
Now we'll pick Miss Congeniality. Janice, deal out some cards. Let's meet a new challenger on Card Sharks. Katie Banks. Hello, Katie.
Hi.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Did you understand all that legality?
No.
What it amounts to is everybody at home send in your answer to the question, and I hope someone's going to get a crack at the money cards. Right now, you tell us about you.
Hi, my name's Katie Banks. I'm a recent newlywed of 5 months. My husband is a police officer with the Beverly Hills Police Department, and I manage a garden center in Marina Del Rey.
We're delighted to have you here, and I must
you.
ask you a question. Are the stories true? Your husband is with the Beverly Hills Police Department.
No, he's going to kill me.
If someone is walking down the street, do they stop and ask them, what are you doing here? Because they don't see many people walking. Is that true?
No, there's a lot of people walking in Beverly Hills.
Oh, I didn't know they walked in Beverly Hills. Nice to have you here, Katie. You cut your
Thank
cards?
you. Yes, I did.
All right, good luck to both of you. And we start the match with a question to Grady. Grady, when women's liberation was getting started in the 60s, some feminists burned their bras as a protest. Remember that? Well, we asked 100 feminists who belong to the National Organization for Women, did you ever actually burn your bra? How many feminists have burned their bra?
I think most feminists don't have to burn a bra to prove that they are feminists. So that number is going to be 28.
28 out of 100 have actually burned their bra. Katie?
Well, I agree that burning your bra is more a figure of speech than actually taking it out and throwing it in the fire. So I would say it would be a little bit lower.
Even lower than that?
Yes.
Well, the actual number of feminists who have burned their bra is 2. Yeah, it's a figure of speech. Katie gets it. And the challenger starts the match with an 8.
Great card. Lower.
Lower than A 2. Higher than a 2. A 5.
3.
And we move over the freeze bar, protecting that position for Katie, who's off to a great start. Katie, we found 100 bachelors who are seriously considering proposing to their girlfriend. And we asked the bachelors, are you hesitant because you're afraid your girl will turn you down? How many bachelors admitted they have not proposed because they're afraid their girl will turn them down?
Oh, I
You're a
know.
newlywed?
From personal experience, by the time the proposal actually gets there, you've talked about it, and I would say, how many would turn them down?
Yes, how many were afraid they were going to be turned
down? I would say only about 25.
25 out of 100, Grady. Also a newlywed?
Yes. I think by the time you're ready to propose, you're fairly sure that she's going to say yes. And she's let you know before then that she is going to say yes.
So
So
25.
it's going to be lower.
Lower than that.
Yeah.
The actual number of bachelors who are afraid their girl will turn them down is 16. It's lower. Grady. Now we'll look at the champion's base card. A king.
Nice card. Go lower.
Lower than a king. A 5.
Higher.
He's going to risk it higher. It is enough. 3. And Grady ties things up as we go to question 3 to you, Grady. Grady, we found 100 Russian immigrants, all people who have recently left the Soviet Union to move to the United States. And we asked them, do immigrants have to bribe anyone to get their personal belongings out of the Soviet Union? How many Russian immigrants said they do have to bribe someone to get their belongings out of Russia?
I would imagine that would speed up the process very quickly. So 45 of them would have had to do that.
45 of the 100 say, yeah, if you bribe someone, you can get your personal belongings out.
I think by the time you're able to get out of Russia, you wouldn't have to bribe them to bring your things. You might have to bribe them to get out. So I say it would be a little bit lower.
Lower. Oh, the audience doesn't agree with you there. How about you at home? Made your decision? The actual number of Russian immigrants who said immigrants do have to bribe someone is 81. Not lower. It is very much higher. Grady with a 9.
Change to 9, please.
Changing the 9 to a 5. A little better.
A little better. Higher.
Higher than the 5. No. Oh, it's not higher. A break for Katie with a 5.
Okay, we'll try higher.
Higher than a 5. It is a queen. For the first game of the match, lower. Yes. Katie, the challenger, wins game 1. So, we will set up for game 2. And that means Janice deals out the same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. Starting game 2, a question goes to you, Katie. Katie, we asked 100 child psychiatrists. Generally speaking, is it harmful for a child to see his parents cry? How many child psychiatrists said, yes, it is harmful for a child to see his parents cry?
Oh, I don't think it's harmful at all. I think it's good for children to realize that people are human and they have problems and that letting out your emotions is good. I would say it would be a
How many say it's harmful?
16.
16 out of 100 say it is harmful.
That number's got to be higher because psychiatrists are that way. I mean, they think it's harmful, sure.
They think it's harmful. You say higher. The actual number of child psychiatrists who said it is harmful for a child to see his parents cry is 9. Not higher. It's lower. Katie. So again, the challenger starts off first with a 5.
I'd like to change that card, please.
Can she improve it? No,
Oh,
it's 6.
I'll try higher.
Higher than a 6. A queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. An 8. And a break for the champion who needs it. He starts with a 5.
Higher.
Higher than the 5. A queen. Lower than a queen. A 9.
Please.
Grady needs 2 cards to tie things up. Janice fills in the spaces. Grady, you remember the last question?
Yes.
Okay, we asked 100 child psychiatrists. Generally speaking, is it harmful for children to see their parents fight? How many child psychiatrists said, yes, it is harmful for a child to see his parents fight?
Well, since the crying probably followed the fighting, I'd say that 78.
78 out of 100 say it is... You were listening to the audience out there, right? 78 out of 100 say it is harmful for a child to see his parents fight, Katie.
Well, I think it can be harmful under certain circumstances if it happens often, but I'll say a little bit lower.
A little lower.
Yeah.
Well, now as the audience disagrees. As I recall, it was 9 who said it was harmful about crying. The actual number of child psychiatrists who said it's harmful for a child to see his parents fight is 45. It is lower. It is lower. And Katie,
Okay.
you've got a 6.
I'd like to change that card.
You want to improve it? Over 9.
I'll try lower.
Lower than the 9. A 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. A 4.
Higher.
Risking it higher, a 5. And she freezes. Moving over the freeze bar. And it's easy for the audience to say, but they're not the one that's going to have to go all the way back to the base card. So question 3, staring the players in the face right after you watch this commercial break. Little game 2. Grady needs 2 cards. Katie needs 1 as we pick up with question 3, and it goes to you, Katie. Katie, we asked 100 senior citizen men. Do you think it's wrong for a woman to ask a man to dance? How many senior citizen men said, yeah, it's wrong for a woman to ask a man to dance?
Oh, I wouldn't think they'd say it was wrong. Maybe in their day they didn't do it as often, but I wouldn't think they'd say it was wrong. I'd say 15.
15 out of 100 said it's wrong for a woman to ask a man.
At a different time, it's got to be higher.
Higher. The actual number of senior citizen men who think it's wrong for a woman to ask a man to dance is 3. It is not higher. They were a lot more liberated than you thought, Grady. Katie, you have a 5.
I would like to change that card.
And a big change for Katie. A 7.
I'll try higher.
If this is higher, we have a new champion. It is an 8. Katie wins the championship. And Grady, time to say goodbye, but you've been a great champion with $8,000.
It's been a pleasure.
Good luck in the studies.
Thank you.
Grady Hedges-Fest. Come on down here, Katie. And Katie, now you cut your money cards during the break in the event that you should win, yes?
I did.
Okay, we're going to get right to that right away. Katie has $200 for winning the game. That's hers to keep. Now she gets a crack at the money cards. And if you haven't played along with the money cards and you're going to enter our home viewer sweepstakes, why don't you play along now? Think about how you would bet the money. Someone's going to win a lot at home. It could be you. Katie, let's get up here right now. Hop on up. Okay, Katie. Tilt you down for a little person there a little bit. And here come the money cards. And as we say, with those 7 cards, $200 in each level, double, 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 you could win $28,800 right now.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Here's 200, and we will start you off on the bottom line with that $200. And a jack. Do you want it?
I'd like to change that card.
See if you can improve it. You must play this one. A 6.
I'll bet $50 higher.
Minimum bet $50. Higher than a 6? Yes, the king.
I'll bet the whole thing lower.
$250 lower than a king. She's right.
I'll bet $100 higher.
$100 higher. No. Down to 400 as we move up to 4. We'll give you the other 200. You have $600.
I'd like to change that card.
You're going to change the 4. That surprises me. Can she improve it? A queen.
I'll bet $300 lower.
Half of it, $300 lower. It is.
Okay. I'll bet $300 again lower.
Oh, a big bet on a 10.
Yeah.
Is she right lower? Yes, she's right.
Okay, I'll bet $50 higher.
$50 higher. Yes.
Woo!
And now with call 50, we move up to 9. You don't have to play it.
I'd like to change that card,
All right,
please.
come on. You haven't made too good of changes before. Do it now.
Okay.
Oh, a 10.
A 10.
$12.50 and a 10. You must bet at least $6.25, Katie.
Okay, I'll bet half of it lower.
Half of it. Lower than a 10. She's right. And with $1,875, a good money card for Katie. Way to go. We'll be right back with our champion right after this. Congratulations. And for the home sweepstakes. Bye-bye.
Some of our contestants will receive a fluorescent mirror and final nets and non-aerosol hairspray that's concentrated to hold up longer than you do. And a sport bag in your life. Daily vitamin packs contain your daily vitamins and minerals in handy packets. Wherever you go, take along daily vitamin packs from your life. And from the Jovan Fragrance Collection for Women, Musk Oil, Sex Appeal Perfume, DSP Perfume, Woman by Jovan and Sports Scent for Women. And a mirror, an extra strength Windex shines more than windows. Try today's Windex on your countertop, refrigerator, stovetop, and other appliances. And Sturgis Perfect Sleeper Mattress and exclusive Certa-Lock Foundation provides firm support where you need it, luxurious comfort where you want it. Perfect Sleeper by Certa. And the pen and pencil set legs wideband knee high. The extra wide comfort band keeps them up comfortably without bagging or sagging. Nothing beats a great pair of legs.
Can you see what's right in front of your eyes? Then follow your nose to Now You See It with Jack Nars next. Then stay tuned for Blockbusters, only on Game Show Network.
Production.